is Emmy, and I am a certified Zentangle teacher. I'm just thrilled to be with you here today for our Fragment of Our Imagination challenge. And it is day 23 of January, and it is dark and gloomy where I live, and I hope it's bright and beautiful where you live. But at least we're drawing together, our pens are dancing, and we are thinking of warmer times ahead, right? No matter where you are in the world. Today we're doing an interesting tangle. It's by Gildo, and it is called RZG23. We're doing this in the shape of a triangle, and I thought because this is the year of Tripoli and the pattern for Zentangle that's been designated this year is Tripoli, and it is based on a triangle, I thought possibly you would like a short tutorial about the way I was taught to do Tripoli, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it this year. So what I did was start off with about a 1.5 inch circle, and we're going to work on our pattern here in just a minute. I'm going to start close to the middle and make a line down. Hopefully you've been able to grab yourself a circle, and if it's already on here, our life is so much easier. So let's just honor that to begin with. So you've got your line down the middle. The next thing I'm going to do is just cut out a piece of a triangle here. And because I've already got the circle, it's a very easy way to learn and start out. So one of the most important things that I was taught is that we're going to make an aura line with a margin. So there's a margin, and like you're used to with aura lines. And on this side of the triangle, I'm going to do another aura line and pay close attention to my margins so that it doesn't get too much wider at the top or the bottom. I'm going to come along and cut out another piece of my triangle, my pie. Darken it. Now you can certainly do this freeform if you want. And you will also find out that there are no rules about how many pieces of pie you're going to have. So please know that it may turn out with 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, or I have had them with 7. I'm going to do another aura line and pay attention to my margin. Come over here, I'm going to do the same thing. Cut out another aura line and then close in this triangle. By the time you're over here on this side, your pie is not exactly the perfect shape that it was before. That's just called being human, okay? Give yourself a pass, especially while you're studying this and learning this fun pattern. I'm not unhappy with this though, I'll tell you. Okay, so I'm going to cut out a margin area. And then I'm going to do the same thing the other direction. Yay me. Woohoo! I'm so happy with this. And close that up. And I have created Tripoli. You will find a lot of people will be able to teach you how to do this, and I will, in other lessons too, show you how to do this freehand. It may or may not come out quite so well, but I wouldn't be at all unhappy about this one here. Okay. The pattern that we're doing today is based on our triangle shape. And I am going to show you the way they showed me. So we're going to cut out a piece of a long half moon shape, almost to half. You won't be getting that wrong if you cut it out all the way to half. Let's do that the other side too. Cut it out all the way nearly to half, knowing you're eyeballing it. It won't be perfect. Darken this area in. Just enjoy this part of the meditative process. Now, I always want to cut out a little bit of light, a little source of light like this. I can't help myself. It's called sparkle. And when you have things that are dark, like your eyes or whatever, there usually is just that little bit of light in there. Now, you don't have to do that, that's for sure. Okay, so here I am. The next thing I'm going to do is come right back to the middle here and aura and close there. Do it again over here. Aura and close. Watch. Aura and close. Let's do it again. This side. Aura and close. The next thing I want to do is I want to do an aura line that doesn't touch this middle piece. So you can start in the middle and go out, or you can start at one side with just making an aura that does not touch. So the next thing I want to do is make I call it a mountain shape, but it is a triangle shape. And then on either side, coming off about halfway up, we're going to make two other little mountains. And that is the piece. I'm going to do two more here and here. And so I'm going to angle in with that half moon shape, and the other direction too. This one doesn't seem to quite be as long, but I can extend it, you know. Now I'm playing around and dancing with my pen here with you, so I am bound and determined. I'm probably going to try a few new things on us. Okay? So just enjoy the process and listen while you work. Okay, so I have created that, and look at that little sparkle that I put on each side there. Okay, coming from the middle, aura out, and aura out. And then remember, we're going to do the aura that does not touch. Felt like my pen had a little skip there. This time for fun, I'm going to do another aura. And then I can darken between this one and create something new and different that's a hoot. Just for fun, you know? You could also do little sticks, dance with it that way. But the original pattern I already showed you, and this is just embellishing a bit and dancing with our pen in January. What could be better, right? Yeah, but look how cool that looks, right? Okay, so I am going to do my mountain or triangle shape. Doesn't replicate that precisely, but it's still pretty doggone close, I think. And then my two other little mountains. And this time I'm going to cut a bit out of the top of the mountain. I like that. I think it needs it, and maybe I'll ground a little in here too. Know what I mean by that? I'll put just a little bit, you see what I'm doing? Putting a little bit of grounding in here. Just taking a little thickening opportunity. Kind of like the way that looks. It helps me if I thicken those lines just a bit too. Yeah, okay. So let's do one here in this corner, like this. Probably knowing that it's not matching up perfectly, is it? Because it's, you know, a different angle for this triangle as opposed to the other triangle. Shape is a tiny bit different. Isn't it cool? Okay. Aura line. Aura line. This time my aura line is not going to touch. And this time I'm going to do another one that does not touch. Isn't this fun? And just to try something different so that you can see some ideas, I'm going to put sticks in here instead. Just little whiskers. Like that. So doggone cute. I just love it. It's so cute. Okay, let's make our mountain. And our other two mountains. And to honor my little sticks that I did here, maybe this mountain will have sticks going in it, like that. Seems to work. Start feeling froggy with your pen. You might think of some other things you could, I always think of more things you could do here. For one thing, I'd like to take off these corners. They're bugging me. Fun. That's so doggone cute. Take off my corners for sure. That's one thing I can do. Okay, let's get to shading on this. So I'd like to do a little bit of finish work and fine this up a little bit. Sometimes I think my 01 pen is even too big for some of these projects that we're doing. There, sorry I get so involved. Okay, so what would you suggest we shade? I look at this and I think definitely I'd like to add some shading here. So then I'll add some on here too. On my original, I think I will go around the four sides and here too, right straight across the mountain. Straight across here on that one. And then a thick wad of shading right up the side here. I'm working very much on the side of my pencil here. Then let's do some circular action with our blender stump. Yeah, isn't that sweet? Okay, now this one, you remember I only shaded here at the top. For something different, see how this looks. I like that, and if I have any left on this blender stump, maybe I'll just put a little in here. Down the two sides, it's very light, lighter than you would expect. It's really cool. All right, let's grab our final piece, and I'm going to endeavor to put these next to each other in this area that here's our words, and I have this pie shape that's so beautiful. But to do this, I'm going to have to put a division line down, a margin, so to speak, between these two parts of these triangles, or my house of cards won't come together very well. So let's start, and I'm going to be a little careful here, and I can easily overdraw with my dark centers. Do the other side too. This being our final piece, if I remember, I won't shade, but I want to be very careful my symmetry works a little better. Okay, so then I know I want this side to come out this way and this one to come this way for this piece of fragment here. Darken. Leave a little bit of light, sparkle, as it is called in Zentangle speak. Just a little bit. It's just the tiniest little bit of light, just like you see in your eyes, right? Looks to me like this is coming off a little short, so I will extend it a little more. Darken it in. Tiniest little bit of light again. So far, so good. This angle is good. This seems a little short still to me. That seems better when I look at it. I hope you're doing your own quality control. Okay, remember what we're going to do here. We're going to bring a line out here, an aura line, and an aura line here. Aura line here. And another. And then I will just do the ones that are like eyebrows this time. I won't do doubles. Aura line. An aura line that does not touch that middle, remember. Aura. And again. And now I have lots of room for this triangle to come up down here. Can be as tall as I want it, right? Here we go, and another. Nothing wrong with taking a little bit of the corner bits off. That does not mess with the integrity of the pattern. And then I really feel like I want to darken these mountain pieces. There you go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do it again. So here's our mountain coming right up or down from there, whatever you want to call it. And back. I think it'll just thicken one side right now. And then finish. Finish. Darken this. And the corners. It's turned out so nicely. I hope you like yours. And thank you so much for playing and letting our pens dance together on this January day. See you soon tomorrow. Bye.